Hey everybody, it's Cash Money Carl, one of your co-hosts of the Move the Mic Stand comedy podcast, and I'm here to tell you about this week's sponsor, minigolfreviews.com, a website dedicated to all things miniature golf. They even post a new mini golf hole every single day, and currently are building the National Archive of Mini Golf, so check it out at minigolfreviews.com. Now enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Move the Mic Stand podcast. I am the summer trailer guy. This summer. No, I'm just kidding, it's me. I'm Dean Berg. I don't know, we were just kind of screwing around, talking weird before we got on air, so I just couldn't stop. But anyways, this episode, I am accompanied, as usual, by not uno, but dos co-hosts. That rhymes.
It does.
To my right, Cash Money Carl.
Hi.
And to my left, Stan Dabrowski.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
I was going to do it both times.
I'm the deuce. I'm the number two. When you go number two, think of Stan.
I was going to say to my right, and then I was going to be like, hi, I'm Cash Money Carl. Hey.
That wasn't my voice last time. It was
No, I know. I change it every time.
I can't remember.
I'm always changing your voice.
I feel like I'm underpants and Holmes from South Park.
There you go.
Stage 1, collect underpants. Stage 2, Stage 3,
Profit.
profit.
Anyways, how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Pretty good. How you doing?
All right. I feel like I just saw you guys like 2 days ago.
Seems like that. Seems like
Wow,
just yesterday.
wow. I get in trouble every time I break the fourth wall, and Dean's immediately like, we're not even 2 minutes.
I didn't even say when I saw you.
No,
I didn't even say.
no,
It could have been at a show.
No, people know. People
Yeah.
know.
It could have been at a
people know.
glory hole. It could.
You saw us?
Depends on what side of the wall you're on.
I always look through the hole.
Ow.
Always.
So if Dean's walking around with a black eye, we know why.
Yep. You gotta time it just right, because if you
time it
look
just
through
right.
that hole and there's a dude on the other side,
Yeah.
right in the eyeball.
I feel like out of the almost 100 episodes that we're almost at, this is the first time that we've truly been unhinged or whatever.
Yeah, a little bit.
We always describe it. What is it? Not crazy, not wild. What was it?
Chaos.
Yeah,
It was like chaos. Unhinged.
Chaotic, unhinged. Yeah, finally,
Yeah.
we made it.
We did it. We did it, guys. We did it.
right.
Episode 90, whatever this is.
I think this is 98. Yeah.
All right, ready for this?
Yeah, crack open that gorilla mine.
Squirted all over my face.
On his shirt, you're gonna have some for later.
Oh, that was a fruit punch. If you couldn't tell by the sound,
Yeah,
fruit punch, gorilla mine. I'm gonna take a sip. Oh, that's so good. If you guys want to get one, go to grillamine.com/20. Use code 20 at checkout for additional discounts.
There you go.
if you can get one.
Grillamine.com/20.
Popular.
They
Use
are.
code 20. They are online. Stuff sells out like crazy. And, you know, I am such an avid supporter of the brand that even if it's sold out online, you can find it at convenience stores. A lot
Gas
of times,
stations.
yeah, gas stations, like particularly like a BP's typically have them. I'm trying to think where else I've seen them. Festival Foods has them. I think I maybe saw them at Pick and Save.
No, Piggly Wiggly has them.
Or Piggly Wiggly then.
Yep,
Okay.
they have them.
Woodman's.
Woodman's has them.
Ay,
Woodman's
caramba.
has them. Yep. So, you know, when you go to grillamine.com/20, you not only support Gorilla Mind, you support the podcast. But there are certain flavors that sell out so fast online, you can only find them in the wild. And Stan, before he got here, he found a couple of fruit punches, because I've been seeing that one in the wild quite a bit. And
He found one of the really
he found
exclusives.
his favorite.
My favorite, yep.
he found an singular root beer.
Yep, they had one left, and I bought it.
Yeah, and then he pulls it out. He's like, sorry, guys, there's only one. This one's mine. And that was at the BP.
Near your house.
Yeah. I picked up my little guys from Jenny's house.
In Happy Time Murders?
No, we'll talk about that later.
But Jenny's house is...
Spoiler alert.
I know. Spoiler.
Spoiler for a spoiler thing.
Yeah. But anyways, I picked them up, and they always are like, can we stop at the green gas station? Because I let them stop there like twice. They love it there. And then I'm always like, no, not today. So I specifically take the route home so I don't drive past it. And I almost took them today. I almost stopped today. I got done with my daytime stuff, my side gig. Got done with that a little bit early today. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll stop there with them. But then I was just like, nah, I got to get home and get supper going and get ready, get everything squared away because we're recording.
Yeah.
And here we are recording.
I'm grateful you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have got it for you, honestly. If there's one, I'd have been like, I'll save this for Stan.
Well, I
Yeah,
appreciate
and I would too if I see him in the wild.
Although I would have followed my rule and I'd been like, oop, only one left. No, I'm just kidding.
Only one left. That's for you at that point,
No,
right?
no. If there's one left, my rule does not apply. If it's something that I'm purchasing, then I'll get it. But if there's two left, I will leave one for someone else.
And I think
Or if I'm going to buy, or if there's four left and I buy three, I will leave one for someone else. Sometimes
it is a good rule, and I think it does get you some karma points.
that's what I need, dude. That's why I do it.
But is there something you would budge on that you'd be like, oh, they have them, I'm going to get them all? Is there anything that you would ever get?
Cheese.
Cheese?
No, I said G's.
No.
I don't know, man. Like, even if, like, I love...
That's the first time you've ever said, I don't know, man, to me.
Yeah.
Like, you called me man, like...
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm sorry, son.
Don't ever do that again.
I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, son.
Sport.
Sorry, my guy.
Pal.
Yeah.
Guy.
Okay,
buddy.
kid. It's cool, kid. Like, if Crystal Pepsi came back, I really liked Crystal Pepsi.
Uh-huh.
In my mind, I did. I mean, it was like the early...
In my tongue, in my belly, I did not. But in my mind...
Well, it's been so long,
I know.
right? You
Right.
might have changed.
Well,
Oh,
and
right,
because it came back, like, around, 2008, 2010, something like that for a little while.
Didn't it come back in, like, the late teens, too?
In the knots?
The knots, yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember when
I
it
thought
came back. It came back recent-ish.
Yeah, but
And
recent-ish is now a long time ago.
I tried it, and I still liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's things like that I remember that I'm just like, oh, I loved it so much. And then I get it, and I'm like, why did I like this? Or did it change? Is there something different
Would
about it?
Ecto Cooler be one of those?
No, Ecto Cooler I still love.
So if there was 3 Ecto Coolers, you would still leave one.
I would leave one because I know there are people who need it more than I do. Like, there's somebody who has had a hole in their soul, in their absolute being, since it was taken away. Although, I was told if you buy Tampico, I think that's how you say it, that tangerine drink, and then you mix it with...
Yeah, I think I sent you this recipe.
Yeah, you did. We talked about it once.
Yeah.
Blue Gatorade? No, I don't remember what you mix it with.
Something.
And it's supposed to be as close as you can get to it. Man, I don't know what it would be. No, because I wouldn't buy more than one video game. I was like, if there's only...
Yeah, that's weird. He's buying video games instead of food. I'm going to buy 20 versions of Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
And he's going to leave one of those drinks, like you said, and then he's going to go, hey, Stan, can you go in there and get me one of these?
Well, I might...
defeat his own rule.
Well,
That's smart.
no,
yeah.
I do have a little bit of a loophole, though, where, like, if I leave one today and I go back tomorrow, there's only one left now.
Yeah, and then
That's
you're allowed.
yours.
And then I'm okay to take it.
Yeah.
Man, there's got to be something that I'd just be like, they're all mine. I don't know. I can't think of it, though. Until I am in that situation, I don't know that I...
That's going to be a future podcast topic. He's like,
We
I
could-
finally found the item.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what if it was...
Maybe if they were selling individual socks and they only had...
One sock.
Yeah, and if I bought one of them,
make Mr. Sacco or something?
I would not have a pair. I don't know.
Master, you give me.
You give Dobby a sock?
Yeah, I'm free now.
Yeah.
I like how you. I knew what you're talking about, but it was so misquoted.
Well, I guess
horrible.
where it would probably not apply is like for tickets, like for an event.
Okay.
Like if I was gonna go see a concert or something, they're like, we only got 2 tickets left. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll save one for someone else. If I'm planning to go with 2 people. But I don't know. That's a little different, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is going to be a future topic. You're going to
I could actually sit here and ponder it for many, many, many minutes.
I think it's
Well, why
many,
do you
many
do
moons.
that? If you're on GorillaMind.com 20, use code 20 at checkout. Did I say that right?
GorillaMind.com/20.
/20.
Slash is
/20. Do it
important.
right. Slash is
Yeah.
important. He's the
Guns
he's
N'
the-
Roses.
That's right. He's the main guy in Guns N' Roses.
You were impressed that I knew that.
I am very impressed.
Yeah, because I know
but
nothing.
If you see your favorite flavor, don't be afraid to buy more than one because they're gonna run out. Like the next time they have root beer, I'm gonna buy 2 cases of it just because.
Just 2?
It's because it's 2 per shipment anyway. Then they charge you more for shipping again, unless of course you do a subscription. If you do a subscription, there's no charge for that, so no delivery fee. So, yep, just another tip there for Gorilla Mind.
From Platinum member.
That's right. Did you find it?
Stan Dabrowski.
Did I find what?
What you were just pondering on?
No, he's going to ponder.
No.
Oh.
Some dude
Uh-oh.
reacted to something on my face page. And I was like, who the hell is that? Like, I don't recognize that guy's name. And apparently, somehow, I think it's one of those things where they were someone and then they changed their name. I don't know. And changed their whole profile. It was just a guy from the Mexican cartel. It's not a big deal.
Got it.
Not a big deal.
Hey, if he owns a food truck, send him by.
Maybe. Anyhow, cool. Coolsies. Gorilla Mind is cool. What are you looking at?
Yeah, where you want to go next?
I don't know. Stan's karate chopping over there.
You into karate or something, Stan?
No,
Oh, he's just trying to pick up producer cues or something?
try to be Carl.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to do our comedy tip early this time, or do we want to save it to the end?
do it early.
Let's change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people sit there and they're like, "Come on, I just want the comedy tip." I don't want
I
to hear
can't
about.
continue with my comedy career until I get to the
Yeah,
tip.
I don't want to hear about Carl and his blueberries and the allergies that we talk about
First time
every
mentioned,
Single
episode.
season
Yeah,
5.
we didn't talk about it at all last episode.
I know.
So
I was proud of
nobody
you.
can say we talk about that every episode.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that anymore because we at least didn't do it last
Yeah, the
episode.
streak is
Almost
dead. Streak
every
is dead.
Episode.
Yeah, we'll just do the comedy tip. Let's do the comedy tip. Let's do it right now.
Do
All
it.
right.
Do it.
I think the comedy tip for this week should be, if you're going to volunteer for a role on a show, make sure you know what it entails. You know how it works. And if you don't, ask.
Like, what's a role on the
Well,
show?
like, for example, when you sign up for, to get on the list for the open mic at the Skyline, when you do that, it asks you, would you like to host the mic? Would you like to... Does it say operate the light? I don't know what it says. Does it say run the light?
Yeah.
Well, I say yes every time because it's like, yes, I'd like to run the light. 4 minutes is not enough.
Give me an hour.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's the only
no.
running I ever
One
do. Is
hour.
the light.
Yeah, so or that you can operate the light or whatever, and you can pick yes or no or skip it completely, not answer it at all. And for example, I clicked yes, I will host, and a couple weeks ago I hosted, and got there. I'm guessing because I'm me, I've done comedy. I've been doing comedy for a while now. I've hosted paid shows and whatever. Nobody explained to me, it was my first time hosting the open mic at the Skyline, and nobody explained to me this is how you host, da, 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 or anything like that. But I kind of knew. But if I didn't know, I would ask questions. You should ask questions. If you're going to operate the light and you've never operated the light before, you should ask questions too. I think with that one, though, if you have been a comedian, at the open mic regularly, whether you're pro, amateur, just doing it for fun, if you're just gonna go up there and tell a bunch of joke book jokes, which was happening on Wednesday, which was weird. Whatever, but at the beginning of most of the shows, the hosts explain how the light goes. And it made a lot of sense to me at one of them where somebody who hadn't done the light before was doing the light. And what you're supposed to light the person when they have a minute left. Whether their bucket's about 3 minutes, you light them at 2. And if they're a regular sign-up, in advance, they get 4. Or whatever, you light them at 3. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But there was somebody who, whenever I would be operating the light, I noticed whenever I would light them at 3 minutes, they would just be like, okay, I'm done, bye. And they would get off the stage. And they were operating the light. And I'm doing my set and whatever, and I saw the light, and I acknowledged it, and then I finished up, and I got off stage, and then I kind of sit in the back and start looking at my video and kind of start editing it a little bit. I should probably pay attention to the other comics, but I just like to check it out, just kind of see how much my time was. I noticed that I had 4 minutes and like 56 seconds or something like that. I was like, what? I was almost a minute over? How? And then when I looked back at my video, I got lit right at 4 minutes. There was no light. I can guarantee I was not lit at 3 and then lit at 4 again. There was no light. And it was because the person that was operating the light apparently thought you get the light when you're done. I mean, you do, but
it's usually flashing.
Yeah, it's flashing, or it's a solid light, or I usually blink it. Like, I'll blink it a couple times at the person, and then I'm like, okay, you got like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, clapped off.
Yep.
Or whatever. And then the person seemed a little intimidated to clap people off too, because there was a couple people that,
went way too long.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. We still got done on time. There wasn't a lot of people that showed up. Whatever. It was actually pretty dull. It was kind of a dull evening. That was the best way to do it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I had some material I was going to do, some new stuff, and I just phoned it in. I was just like, The crowd seemed aloof. Would that be a good term?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Stan
we didn't know
was
what
there.
they wanted.
But the point is, if you have a role and you never did it, don't be afraid to ask. Or even if you think you know how to do it, just confirm. Just check and say, like, hey, because I did hear somebody once say, oh, this is my first time operating the light. And it was like they got there late. Like, within...
Show had already started?
Not quite. It hadn't started yet, because they would have already given somebody else the light. It was... the manager knew. He's like, oh, this person usually shows up with like 5 minutes before we start. Mm-hmm. And they did. And they got the light, and they sat down. And then didn't... we're like, oh, this is my first time doing it. But nobody had time to explain it to them, so... it was fine.
Show up early for your role so you can understand.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah,
Well, that's just professional.
Yeah,
It's
so-
trying to
I
show
mean,
up
that's
So
early.
if you-
normal, but still a good reminder.
Yep.
and even if you're at a paid show and you're like a host in particular, make sure to check in like with the booker and just say, hey, what are you looking for? Do you want? I'm going to do this amount. Do you want me to make any announcements? Do you want me to do this? And check in with the other performers too, like the feature. Like, hey, you got anything you want me to say?
Intro,
Because I don't assume they're just going to give it to you either.
No, you usually
As the
have to
host,
ask
it's your
job.
and ask them like, hey, do you want a light? You want me to light you?
When would you like it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, when you were mentioning your first time hosting at Skyline,
Yeah. Which
it
is
would
weird because I've closed and I've done everything else, but I've never hosted.
Right, but even though you know how to host, you should still probably ask in general, just like for any little things, is special announcements, like what's coming up, things like that. Because you're not going to know that even if you know how to host. Like, you still need to get that information, or they might be like, do not mention blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
or whatever.
I mean, I didn't do that.
I know.
I just hosted, and then kind of towards the end, I was just like, I went to the website.
And saw what's coming up.
I saw what was coming up, and I said, oh, this Thursday they're having whatever, and then Friday and Saturday is whoever and whatever, and make sure to come on out, blah, 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 blah. And
then afterwards I was like, did he want me to do that? I mean,
I think it's always a great idea.
Other hosts do that.
It's always a good
but
idea.
when I checked in and I was a host, it was just like, oh, here's your list, dude. This person is not here, and I was just like, okay.
I think that's the going above and beyond of being a good host is like knowing those announcements and things like that. Now, the last thing that you could have added into that would have been just blown their mind is if you knew what like the drink specials were and we're pushing them halfway through the show. Yeah,
I did not know.
Like
they're on the board when you walk in and sign in. They're always there.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, I don't even look at that because I don't drink.
That would be an example. Yeah, if you can
think,
push that stuff, you
I
could,
guess next time that's what I'll look at because I think I said let's hear it for your bartender. I think his name's Jimmy. No, I didn't even.
You mentioned it.
No, I just said let's hear it for like the staff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let's hear it for Bobby, and then he started lighting me. Because it was all done and he had the light left.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, blah, 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 thanks for coming out. Let's hear it for our comedians. And then I was just like, yeah, let's hear it for Bobby in the back running the show, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, bling, 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 bling. So maybe he was saying thank you, or maybe he was just like, fucking get off the stage
no,
now.
he was just messing with you just
Because I said his name.
Yeah.
Next time I host, I'm just going to say his name all the time. And we're like, let's hear it for Bobby. He's picking great music for everybody walking up.
Nice.
Let's hear it for DJ Bobby. But yeah, so, if you have a role, just make sure you check it out. And actually, it's just a good thing to do anytime you're a performer anyway. Like if I'm featuring for somebody, I'll ask them, a few questions here and there, depending on who they are. Like, hey, mind if I sell merch? Or this or that. But
Yeah.
So that's a comedy tip. If you have if you're going to volunteer for it, make sure you know what it is.
That you're volunteering.
What you're volunteering for, and if you get assigned one, make sure you just understand the role.
Know your role.
Whoa. Who says that? I know who says that, The Rock. Did you know that there's a Mandela effect? With The Rock now, too.
He wanted to tell us all this so bad on the last episode.
I did not know that. What is it, Dean?
You set me up for it.
He is so excited to say this.
No, I'm not. It's actually kind of lame. Because after you and I had kind of talked about it off air, it's kind of lame.
Come on, let us know, Jambroni.
Yeah.
No, it's like, so what?
Jambroni.
Like, what was his main catchphrase?
I'm not doing it because...
Blank.
No, let's stand
You know what The Rock is cooking.
Okay, so he said totally different. Wait, what was the first word? Say it again.
If you know what
Okay,
The Rock
he
is,
said-
something like that.
Okay. Because the Mandela effect is that now he says, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Smell what The Rock is cooking.
But people can swear, he said, can you smell?
And do.
And do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And then there's also one with Woody from Toy Story. What does he say about his boots? Or what about the snake?
I have no idea.
But see, this is where
There's
this
a
one's...
snake in my ass. But everybody thinks he says boots. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but this is where it's tricky because that was only the action figure that ever said that.
Yeah, I know.
The toy one, the real toy, not the one in the movie. Yeah.
They say it in the movie.
No.
I never had the toy, so how would I know?
I don't know.
There's a snake in my boot.
Well, that's maybe why
But the Mandela effect is there's a snake in my boots.
No.
Nah, they're dumb Mandela effects. But I know since they turned off CERN, people start thinking
questioning everything.
Yeah, because now they're like, the cornucopia is back on Fruit of the Loom. That was never there until
it never left.
Until it's Bernstein Bears. I'm not back on my original timeline.
Yep. Did you know, speaking of Fruit of the
Bears.
Loom, that Richard Simmons was one of the fruits in the commercial for Fruit of the Loom?
It's possible.
I think he was the grapes.
I was just going to say, was he the grapes?
I think
could
so.
see him being the grapes.
I think so. Carl, you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Nope.
You don't remember? Oh, he wasn't around.
But I think he probably...
Well, that's not fair. I
No,
mean,
it was probably
I
when
could
you
have
were
been a
young.
baby.
No,
I could have
yeah.
been a baby, a little baby.
But the Fruit of the Loom had fruit mascots. They would jump out, and then I think Richard Simmons was the grapes.
Jump out of where?
Like out of nowhere. They would just appear.
They're kind of like the Kool-Aid Man, but like somebody'd be walking down the street and they would like just jump out of his ass.
I was going to say, yeah, it's underwear.
Oh, no!
And they'd be like, We're the Fruit Loop guys. I mean, the Fruit of the Loom guys. We're the Fruit of the Loom guys. We're the Fruit of the Loom guys. We're a bunch of fruit and we dance around.
And you're saying Gene Simmons was in on this?
No, Richard
Simmons.
Simmons. Could you imagine Gene Simmons?
That's the whole thing I was thinking about. I was like, Kiss? No. Okay, Richard Simmons. All right, that's making more sense now. I can see him as Grapes. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Gene Simmons as Grapes though. That would be weird.
That would be weird.
He'd be like I could see him being a plum. And I mean that.
You should tweet that. You should bat signal that at him.
And I mean that incredibly respectfully. That was a bad Gene Simmons impersonation.
We would probably be an orange if there was an orange in Fruit of the Loom.
Well, he's probably going to hear that and he's going to be like, I'm suing that guy.
He doesn't talk like that. He just talks like...
No, he's got a very...
He doesn't talk.
Normal voice.
He's like...
Gene Simmons does too talk.
No, he does not. He's like...
What timeline are you from? He's like Carl, are you?
No. He's like...
Where's the Carl from this timeline?
Stop. He's like Teller from Penn and Teller.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's never even
Ace
sung a
Frehley
song.
was probably the one who talked the least.
No, Gene Simmons, all he just does is has his tongue stuck out all day and is like...
You need to go back and watch it.
Are you thinking of Ron Simmons? Because all he ever said was, damn.
No.
Gene Simmons actually sang some of those songs, too. Like,
yes, he
Calling
did.
Dr. Love, he sang. And
When Gene Simmons
King of the Nighttime World, maybe.
When Gene Simmons was born, he was born without vocal cords. That's why he has an extra long
He's
tongue.
going to sue you, Carl.
And
he is so litigious.
I know, but
that's why I told him he's a plum, because I thought that was nice.
Okay, well, all he can
because I didn't want to call him a peach.
That's why he's got to have his lawyers and sign up all the contracts, because all he can go is... That's all he can do.
Man. I'm glad we don't have video, but that just sounded weird through my headphones. I didn't like how it sounded through my headphones. All right, you can stop it now. You put Stan to sleep. Look, he fell asleep.
Oh. No, that was yesterday at Skyline.
Yeah,
I did doze off for a few minutes.
He does. He actually more than once he did.
Hey, that says something about some people's acts.
No,
it had nothing to do with that.
I've seen Stan fall asleep during some really great stuff because he falls asleep during mine all the time. I can tell by when he's trying to like record video, and all of a sudden it's on me and it slowly moves down, and then it's looking at the ground. That's why
I leave the video on Carl.
And then all of a sudden it'll be kind of like looking like way low, and then you're like, is he trying to record that girl in the first row? What is he doing? And then all of a sudden it'll be like, and it'll pop right back up, and you know he woke back up again.
I like that sound, doing, but it's not as good as the.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's the way. Why do you do that with your eyes when you do that? Why? What are you doing?
He looks like one of those old clocks, where the tongue and the eyes move at the same time.
Yeah,
those old German clocks. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna get video.
No,
I don't think we're allowed to.
I was thinking about it. I was like, I think I'm gonna get like this nice video set up and really fancy soundboard and whatever, but not if Carl's gonna keep doing that with his tongue.
Hey, what if that gets us on OnlyFans, and what if that pays for everything?
I mean, I guess
now you're like, okay, maybe.
I mean, because I don't have to look at it. You're sitting right across from me every time you do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get one an episode. All right.
I don't care. Whatever. Just warn me next time.
How am I supposed to warn you? What do you want me to do?
I'm gonna go. Whatever you did.
Now Stan did it. Why didn't you say anything about him?
Nearly like you did.
Just do like this.
All right, that's code. Dean's touching his two fingers, the tips together there,
and then bending them
on the same hand.
Why can't I just do like the airplane?
All right, do that. That actually looks like you're in the Illuminati.
Okay. Probably am. Maybe.
Maybe.
Why do you think we're so big in Indonesia?
It could be. Well, get us big everywhere.
Okay.
So then we can buy video easily.
Okay. All right. Should we get into some of our segments?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's jump into our first one.
Move the Mic Stand Podcast. Special segment. Stan Dabrowski presents Hitting Up the Food Stand.
All right. Hitting up the food stand. Let's go. What do you got, Stan?
All right. So this week, last week we talked about hot dogs. So I want to go opposite spectrum there. And I want to talk about, where have you gone that you've just had the best Chinese food ever? Your favorite Chinese food place. And not only the place, but when you typically go to order to test them out, like what's your go-to order so you can compare?
Okay, wait. So first of all, Chinese food is the opposite of hot dogs?
Yeah, because it's one's fast food and that costs a couple of bucks, and when I go eat Chinese food, it's like $70.
I thought you meant like one is American and the other one is
Chinese.
I was thinking the opposite of a hot dog was a carrot. I don't know.
No, those are shaped the same.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Okay.
so Chinese food. Where's your favorite go-to spot, and then what's your typical order so you can compare it to other places?
Ooh. I think you should lead us with what yours is first.
Sure.
But
I'll be glad to.
I'm in a quandary here on this one.
So my favorite place of all time to get Chinese food, it's in Illinois. It's in Geneva, Illinois.
It's still open?
And it's still open, and it's called the Gen Ho.
The what?
Gen Ho. Gen.
You don't talk about Jenny like that.
H-O-E.
No, I was just thinking like that's like Generation X.
Yeah, no, it's called Gen Ho.
Generational.
Gen Ho.
Suck it!
But delicious food. Now, I did hear that they are switching owners or have switched owners, but however, it's the same great food. I'm going to go test it out again, but that Gen Ho is definitely here in Wisconsin. If I had to pick a second place, it would be Emperor's Kitchen in Brookfield.
Okay. But what's your go-to
My go-to
order?
Oh, so I'm always going to get fried rice. It's usually beef fried rice, sometimes beef and shrimp fried rice.
Okay.
Because if you mess up the fried rice, I can't say it's going to be a great meal.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. And then there's some other beef. It used to be chop suey, and then it was pepper steak, and now it's beef egg foo young.
Is that with gravy?
Yeah, it
It's
comes
got
with gravy.
gravy?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got to be cooked in or packaged in the gravy, right? Not like have a couple of pieces there and then the gravy's in a different container. It's got to sit in it to really get that flavor.
The juices.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are mine.
All right. I'll go next. I grew up going to a restaurant called Silver Lake Restaurant in Elgin, Illinois.
Okay.
And that was kind of always my basis of like my go-to dishes. I haven't really found a good place that hits my dishes the right way, but I do have some places that I'll go to, and that the one that I go to is called Dumpling House in Oshkosh. That's mainly just because it's
Yeah, Hayden likes
convenient.
it there.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's
It's
on my list to try.
It's convenient. They don't make all my dishes that I would like them to be, but it's still pretty good, so I'll take it. But if I find a place that has them, that always is a win. But for me, what I'll get is sweet and sour shrimp. That's like my appetizer. I will also get a fried rice, but I usually go with the house fried rice. So that's with the beef, the chicken, the pork, the shrimp. Yeah, so everything kind of in there. And then my entree is sesame chicken. Oh, I love it. It's
Nice.
It's like an orange chicken. It's got sesame seeds on it. It's usually with broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect.
Good stuff. What you got, Dean?
So I'm kind of snobby when it comes to my Chinese food. I need it to be absolutely authentic. So my place, Panda Express.
I knew he was gonna say
I love
Panda.
the panda there. It's delicious. They make panda like no one else. No, I don't really have a single place, but when I'm like testing them out, I always get the general sows or chos or however you said it.
Which is spicy sesame chicken is how I put it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like sweet and spicy. I always ask for it extra spicy to see if they actually make it spicy, and it's barely spicy. Sometimes it's spicy-ish. So I always get that, and then the chicken chow mein. That's how, lo mein. Sorry, chicken lo mein.
So with the soft noodles.
Yes, and then that's how I kind of gauge it.
Mm-hmm.
But like here in town, in Fond du Lac, it changes all the time. Like there'll be one. I can't think of what the one is called over by Festival. King.
I think it's Emperor's.
Emperor Chef.
King Emperor.
Emperor. Whatever. The one. There's
Some
one,
royalty.
So for a while, it was like that one seemed to have the best, and then all of a sudden, it didn't get bad. So if anybody from those restaurants are listening, it's fine. It didn't get bad or anything like that, but it just kind of changed.
It could just be a change of staff for cooking or whatever.
And then you go, and then all of a sudden the one that everybody was like, oh, don't go to that one, it's very good. You go to a different one, and then that one's awesome.
Bussing. Maybe the employees are bouncing.
Yeah, it's like somebody who's doing a great job is moving from restaurant to restaurant to restaurant.
Keep them all in business.
Like the last time I went to... What's the one called?
Don't look at me, I don't know.
Main Street, right across the street. It was across the street from the Axe venue. I used to work at China Buffet, China, the one downtown. I should know the names, and I don't. There used to be an awesome one at the mall that was like a buffet. Yeah, the one downtown, it's something buffet. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it was called like A1 Buffet or A1A Buffet, and it was really awesome. Like, they had all the great things. It was always really good. Did you ever see that guy on TikTok that he's like, I'm on day 83 of eating at a Chinese restaurant until I get food poisoning? Ever see that guy?
No.
I'm assuming because he got food poisoning.
No, he actually hasn't.
No?
Like, he didn't post for a little while, and everybody was like, oh my god, did he get food poisoning? And then he just posted a whole bunch of videos like day 86, day 87. But anyway, but that place was always really good. It was always really affordable. My favoritist of all time, which I cannot remember what it was called, but it was down on Johnson Street. It was like right next to, kind of in that Friar Tuck's area over there. I think it's like a title loan place now, or a bank or something like that. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was called. But it was back when I was like a cage fighter. And they were huge fans. Like, I'm not even exaggerating at all. Like, I had...
Huge fans of what?
Me.
Oh.
And my cage fighting. Like, they always called me Full Contact Fighter Man.
He's a superhero.
That's biggest fan as you can get, yeah.
Because they came to some little tournament thing that I was in and whatever, and they saw me fight. And then when I was in this fight, they gave you a hoodie. And the hoodie said Full Contact Fighter on the front, because that's who was sponsored the fights. And then on the back, it said, like, whatever their slogan was like undefeated, no holds barred, Full Contact Fighter or something like that. I still have it somewhere. But I walked in there with it, and they recognized me. And every time they would be like, whoa, Full Contact Fighter Man, whoa. And they would give me, like, free stuff. They'd always make sure to give me a chocolate milk, even if I was getting stuff to go, because they knew I liked chocolate milk. They would give my older kids free stuff. And my sister came to visit, I think, when Hayden was born. I don't recall. And she was just like, hey, can we get some Chinese food? And I'm like, yeah, we'll get some from this place. And I said, just so you know, it's a little weird when you go there. And she was like, why? And I said, well, they know me. They've seen me cage fight, and they are fans. And she's like, whatever. Duh, blah. And so we, like, placed the order over the phone. And as I started talking, they're like, is this Full Contact Fighter Man? And I was like, this is Full Contact Fighter Man. And they were like, whoa, great, blah, blah, blah. You know, and they were just making a big deal out of it. And my sister was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then I'm like, I told them that my sister was going to pick it up, that I wasn't going to pick it up. And she said when she got back, she was just like, that was insane. Because she said there was somebody in front of her when she got in, like, that was picking up food. And as soon as they walked in, they're like, and it was a lady, they're like, are you here for Full Contact Fighter Man? And then the lady was like,
What?
What? And then... and then
sounds like a special.
It should have been.
Yeah.
And then my sister went in, and they were like, you here for Full Contact Fighter Man? And she's like, I am here for Full Contact Fighter Man. And they were like, oh, tell him we say hi. But, you know, and they were like going nuts. And she when she came back, she had a box almost as big as this table.
Jeez.
That had our order and had like a half gallon of chocolate milk and egg drop soup. And it was like shrimp chips. And it was just like loaded with stuff. And she was
and
like...
all you ordered was a white rice?
I ordered like lo mein or something and whatever. And she was like, they wouldn't let me pay. And I'm like, yeah, I know they don't. I tried to give them money, and they will not take it.
Maybe they think
That's
you're
why.
like a hitman for somebody and they're paying you in Chinese food?
No, they just came.
were just nice.
They just came to one match. I was fighting a really.
Did you win?
And you won, yeah.
Yes.
Did you do your secret moves?
Because they always were talking about that. They would be like, talking about how I put this guy in this choke, and and then they were like, and then he went to sleep, and then I was like, well, that's because he didn't tap out, and because I got him with a clock choke. If you're into jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, you know what a clock choke is.
Nope.
But I actually, he was wearing a tank top, so I used his tank top and kind of.
Is that against the rules?
No,
Oh.
not then.
Oh,
This was like the year 2000,
Oh.
maybe.
I was kind of half
I remember.
expecting you to say when you got the guy in the choke, you're like whispering in his ear, "Say the line,
No,
say the line,"
No.
and then he's just like, "Yes, go to China."
that would have done it.
Yeah.
But he was bigger than you too, from what you remember. Told me the story.
Yeah,
the
he was
other
like
guy.
he was like 6'8", 325 pounds,
Jeez.
big dude. He was like a Marine and
Wow.
some combat dude. But he slammed me really bad, and my leg went like a Z. It was I don't know how it didn't break. But it didn't. And yeah, so they came and they saw that, and I was explaining to them how the clock choke works and why it's called the clock choke. He's one hand of the clock, I'm the other one, and I keep walking around, and the more I walk around, the tighter it gets.
Dangerous.
And, yeah, and they were there, and so that they were just all full contact fighter man's here.
We got to find the name of this place.
I cannot remember.
So we can look up who worked there, because they got to work somewhere in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
still,
Well,
right?
I've gone places around, and nobody has been like, "Hey, full contact fighter man." But I'll go to every place wearing my hoodie until I find
Yeah, you should.
All right.
And you should
they
order
brought-
that way too. I'm ordering for full contacts.
full contact fighter man. This was early
I almost said
2000s.
Spider-Man.
Full contact Spider Man.
I'm gonna just start going to places and say my orders for full contact
Fighter Man until you get it for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, my sister, who I think still listens to the episode, she will vouch for that. Because for a long time, whenever I would go to a family function, which I really don't do anymore, but for no reason other than I just like being at home. But anyway,
Okay.
and I'm usually busy or have shows because all that stuff's on the weekends. I'd come to somebody's graduation, and she would be like, "Oh, it's full contact fighter man," and I'd be like,
Did she sign her birthday cards like that? I mean, did she address them to you like that?
I don't think so. Not that I remember, but yeah. So that place was my ultimate favorite.
Long tangent.
That's a great story. That's a great
Huge.
story.
Yeah, Stan and I were actually talking about that coming home from the
yeah.
open mic.
That's a great story.
And he was like, "You should tell that on air." And I didn't tell it the way I told it to him. No,
No, he did not.
it was a lot better the way I told him.
Oh.
He had some more passion behind it, yes.
I did. I had a lot more passion, but I told it already, so now I'm tired of it.
Now I want Chinese food.
I do.
I kind of do too. I mean, we can have some delivered. They deliver.
It'd be 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that was this week's segment of Hitting Up the Food Stand.
That was Hitting Up the Food Stand with Stan Dabrowski. Back to something less about food.
Great segment, Stan. That was
Hey, I
awesome.
appreciate that. That was
Yeah,
good.
Chinese food. Awesome. So, did you guys do your movie homework?
I did.
I did. I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, because now it's time for my segment, WTF. Watch this film.
Move the Mic Stand podcast special segment. Dean Berg presents WTF. Watch this film.
Great segment, Dean. I'm just kidding.
All
We
right.
didn't even go into the segment yet, but that was a
No.
great intro.
Thanks.
It feels weird that we intro it and then it's introed and then we say that was great.
Yeah, I know.
No,
No, we
I
say
like
that's-
our little intros and outros for the segments.
Yeah,
They're
we
good.
kind of added those. I hope you guys like those. Had to commission people to do them, so I hope you like them. I did commission the people that were cheaper than the popular DJ names, but it works. But yeah, so this week's film is a little bit more mainstream. I mean, people have probably seen it. It was in the theaters more like last week's Six String Samurai was only in
2 theaters ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that movie, I looked up the facts on that one. It was a $2 million budget, and they made under $200,000.
Six String Samurai?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. Wow, I didn't know that.
So it was a failure.
So, anyways, this movie, this movie has been shown in many, many more theaters across
3.
the country. It's a movie called "Do You Mind?" No, I'm just kidding. That was the movie I was.
That'd be in 4.
That was in 1, maybe 2 or 3 artsy
7.
ones. But no, it's called Happy Time Murders.
Ooh.
And it is a human and Muppety type film. So there's puppets in the film, but then there's people. There's actually McCarthy. What's her name?
Melissa
McCarthy is in it as one of the main characters, and then her other main character is a typical kind of detective cop movie.
Private investigator.
PI kind of guy that
would go after like Ben Giles or something.
Yeah, that would follow Ben Giles. No, this is more like the kind that would go after Ben Giles are the kind that have nothing better to do. This guy, you know how they're always like divorced, depressed,
Heavily drinking.
He's kind of like that. And so what's happening is there's someone going around murdering all these members of the Happy Time Gang,
Which was a TV show in that universe.
Which was a TV show. And it's pretty insane. Like, I know the first time I watched it, and I don't want to spoil it. There's a lot of... It's not for kids.
Yeah, it's basically the Muppets adult version Muppets.
Kind of.
That's what I thought.
There's only one other that I do not have on the list for, like, the thing that's called Meet the Feebles. That one even outdoes...
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Put it on the list.
I mean, I kind of just did. But,
Yeah.
I mean, so... but we're talking about Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
There's Silly String...
Yeah.
That was the most intense scene in the entire movie. To me.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, and...
At the movie theater.
So it's...
It was in his office.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more mainstream. I recommend it. Watch it. I think most people are going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, since I hijacked Stan's segment and talked so much, I'll keep mine short. But this one, as far as, watch this film in WTF, I would give it probably a 3.9.
So you're saying this is your watchability? Or
Yes, out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so the watchability...
So that's your gotta watch it, GWI.
Yeah. And then as far as the real, WTF, what the heck did I just watch? I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably at least a 3.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's not tipping the scale that it's way weird.
No.
I think Six String Samurai was a little weirder.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah. From last week, Six String Samurai was definitely weirder than this particular one.
But didn't you also give the Samurai a 3?
No, I gave him
for weird
4.
For weirdness?
I thought I did.
Let's see.
I should look this stuff up before I actually start talking.
So in Happy Time Murders, there's a lot of stars in there too.
There's a lot of
mainstreams,
cameos.
Elizabeth Banks is in there. Maya Rudolph's in there.
Oh, yeah, Maya Rudolph. Yep.
Who was the other one? The
guy from the Stanley from The Office. I think
Stanley from The Office.
I don't know what his actual name is.
Yeah, so this one's more mainstream. I try to think of movies that are a little less mainstream, but the reason I picked it is I talked to a lot of people, and I've talked about this film in the past, and a lot of people haven't seen it. What are you talking about?
I didn't even know it was really a thing. I never was in my
in your Carl scope.
Yeah, I guess. But to go back just real quick to Six String Samurai, you did give it a 3 WTFs.
A 3 WTFs?
Yes, and a 4.5 of gotta watch it.
Okay, so then this would get 2.5 WTFs.
Okay,
then.
2.5.
Yeah, because It is a what did I just watch kind of thing, but at the same time, you know what you're watching. You know, it's not like
It's definitely not for kids.
no,
Right,
not at all.
I'm not saying like it was predictable, but it was kind of predictable.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with the 6-string samurai, I didn't know where it was going next. I'm like,
right,
okay,
right.
all right, let's keep moving in this movie. Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, I didn't expect that. But
And-
then, this one I was kind of like, okay, yep, there's going to be murder. It's happy time murder.
and there's going to be something to do with Happy Time.
Yeah.
But it was more of a mainstream film, so it had, it wasn't as, you didn't have to interpret it as much, but it's still kind of like, what?
I like the bloopers at the end, actually.
Yeah, those are-
where
yeah,
they're
those are
just
funny, too.
where you can actually see like the cast,
Yeah.
in like the green bodysuits,
Yeah.
moving the puppets and stuff,
Right.
And they were just like, I don't know what's going on here either.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Happy Time Murders, check it out. It's worth a watch. It's a little different, a little bit, little different than what we got going on, nowadays in movies and stuff like that. So,
And you can watch it on Prime.
you can
Amazon
watch it on Prime.
It's included
Yep.
with
It is.
Prime.
It is included with Prime. Yes. And that's very important for these movies. Is I want to make sure there's somewhere where people can watch them
currently
easily.
Yeah.
So, all right. That was that. Wait, you gonna say something?
I was just going to say Stanley from The Office his name is, I want to give him props for this one too. It is Leslie David Baker. I had to look it up, because I didn't want to get it wrong. So.
Nice. Yeah.
In case he's listening, shout out to him. Happy Time Murders.
Yeah. So check it out. That was WTF. Watch this film.
That was WTF. Watch this film with Dean Berg. Now back to whatever else was going on.
Turn it up.
Great segment, Dean. Good
Great
job.
segment, Dean.
People are going to think we have a fourth co-host if
Yeah.
we keep doing voices like that. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Stan's pinball play. Pinball plays. Yeah.
Move the mic stand special segment, Pinball Play. Hit or miss with Stan Dabrowski. Time to play.
All right. What game you got, Stan?
All right, so this week I want to talk about, this is my all-time favorite, Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. It's another
Yeah.
Stern machine. It's been out, not too, it's one of the more modern ones, right? So
Oh,
it's
really?
not like the older ones. Yeah, it's 2018, I think it is.
Oh.
So not too bad. And this one has different modes, but it's got the music.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
when me and Carl went and picked up the machine we bought, Hot Hand, this guy had a premium one. And it was all decked out. And it was as loud as can be. I mean, and it plays all the time. I mean, we're talking.
He only had it set at like 35 or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
I
And
mean,
it was shaking his house.
It was incredibly good. But all the great songs. So I played it originally simply because I liked Iron Maiden. It's one of my favorite bands. But the gameplay on it is awesome.
See, a lot of the pinball that I've been exposed to, other than like just being a Gen X kid growing up, in arcades everywhere, is these twins I used to hang out with. Mm-hmm. Their parents had a bar.
Yep.
And in the bar, they would have pinball. Mm-hmm. And they would switch out the games pretty regularly. Like they'd keep them for a couple months and then get a new one and keep them. They did have Hot Hand.
Nice.
I remember that.
Yeah, you were mentioning that last time.
Pretty sure they had that one. But they had I want to say they had an Iron Maiden one because the older brother...
It was an older one.
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
the band. It wasn't based on the band. It was based on something else.
Are you sure?
I'm
'Cause
positive.
I thought it had like pyramids, and I thought Eddie was on there. Eddie's
that's
the Iron Maiden
the new one,
mascot.
Legacy of the Beast. I'll look it up.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll look it up. But
my-
I thought when you told me last time, I looked it up and it was a different theme.
Okay. Because
I don't think
The-
Iron Maiden was around at that time.
the band?
Yeah, back when you were a kid.
Yeah.
No, they started in 78, 79.
Dude, I was a kid in like the 80s.
Yeah, I know, but you were not old enough to remember the band, like to be listening to the band.
Yes, I was.
Okay, all right.
I like started listening to Iron Maiden when I was like 8.
Oh, this is awesome.
Nice.
This is like what, before Stan would get on the podcast, this is like what Dean would say
Yes.
stuff to me. Like off air, he'd be like, I can't believe you've never seen this. I can't believe you weren't alive. This is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, because
doing it.
Iron Maiden, I'm sure I've talked about that on like in the past. How I hung out with these twins, and they had an older brother. He was really into like heavy metal and stuff like that. And my mom's church group would always say, like, you can't listen to this one because it's devil worshiper music. You can't listen. And so occasionally him or some of his friends that would come over to the house, or some of my cousins would do that too, they would make like a cassette tape that they would write something obscure on it that they thought my parents would not want to listen to.
Veggie Tales. No. I think you told that they said that that's how you got like your first like comedy album too, right? Was you got you something like
Eddie Murphy Raw?
Yeah.
Yes. I get Iron Maiden.
All right, so I just looked it up.
Ooh, he's gonna fact check you.
No, Dean's kind of right.
Okay.
But he's
he was kind of right.
But he's kind of wrong too. So
Ooh, he was kind of wrong.
The older vintage machine, it was a Stern machine still. So it was a Stern Electronics. It was released in January of 1982. So you would have been around. You would have been a kid.
Yeah.
But it's not based on the band based by just what I see here. So I'm going to pass this to you. This is a woman holding her arms out like this. It's that machine.
Yep. Never mind. Yep. And that wasn't the band then.
No.
Okay, that was the machine.
Yeah, but Iron Maiden was around in 1982. Matter of fact, I think they put the Killers album out at that point, or the first Iron Maiden album.
Because when I was really little, Eddie used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah. My favorite Eddie is on the Killers album with the axe, holding the axe.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And that lead singer was Paul Di'Anno at the time, not Bruce Dickinson. So, a little Iron Maiden facts, but let's get back to that pinball machine. All the great songs on there, because I'm going to make this one short today. But all the great, it's got a lot of shots. I played it for hours, and I can't even spell Eddie out, because one of the modes, first one to start a mode up is a spelled Eddie, their mascot.
Is it EDDIE or EDDY?
It's IE.
Yeah, and the fun fact about that is like people were always like, oh my god, it's such a demonic, entity? Mascot, blah 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 blah, and the band would be like, his name's Eddie.
Yep. And he comes out every concert based on the album cover.
Yep.
But just a great machine. It's definitely a play. It's gonna be a machine I buy one day, and I know they're still out there. There's some brand new ones still in the box. Even though it came in 2018, there's still some in warehouses somewhere.
In the box?
In the box. Brand spanking new Pro machines.
Whoa.
And I've got my eye on one.
In the box?
In the box. So I got to do a lot more comedy shows to afford this pinball
What's
machine.
something like that cost in the box?
In the box, it's probably $9,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and that's on the lower
Help
side.
Stan get the Iron Maiden
That's
machine.
right. Or if anybody would like to sponsor
just purchase GorillaMine.com/20. Use
buy
code 20.
all of it.
And just buy. And maybe we'll even set it up in the studio and
There
we'll
you
let
go.
guests play it.
There you go.
I don't know if we'll let guests play it, but maybe we'll put like a little like medallion on there that says this machine was mostly bought by blah 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 fan of Move the Mic Stand number 7 or something.
Yeah, it's just a great machine. I'm going to own it one day. I just don't know when that day is.
I've been kind of looking at them, machines and stuff like that. A lot of them that I see that look like they would like not take up a lot of space are all the video ones, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
So the virtual ones or whatever, those aren't very well. You don't get the feel.
Yeah, you got to feel it, Dean.
Yeah.
We got to get out, Dean. We got to get out to District 82
when he got his hot hand machine, and we were coming back from somewhere, and he was just like, "Oh, I got the Ninja Turtles one coming too, so now I don't know how much room I'm gonna have," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Well, how much did you pay for the Ninja Turtles one?"
$849.
What do you want to do with the Ninja Turtles one?
$849.
It's going in the studio.
Well, and then Jody said like he could keep them both, and I was like, "Damn it!"
But I'm honestly trying to cancel that order.
He's trying to. He's trying to cancel it.
Because you got a dream machine.
I got the pinball machine I want.
Yeah.
And so rather than have the Ninja Turtles, which looks like a great machine, but it's a pre-sale. So I'd rather take that money, put it towards the Iron Maiden machine.
Yeah.
And then I'm on 9th Wave. But it's Wonderland Amusements for the Ninja Turtle ones. It's a pre-sale. It's being released in October of this year. It'll be their second machine out. Their first one, Alice Goes to Wonderland. I haven't played that one yet, but it's more of an in-home machine. It's not built to be in an arcade or a bar. It's more made. It's a little smaller. It's an 80% machine, I guess they're called.
Yep.
But it looks like it's going to play great. I'd love to have it and keep it, but I'd rather take that money and put it towards Iron Maiden. And it was $869 with delivery and everything. That was
Wow.
So
Very affordable, though.
very,
That's
very
a good
affordable.
entry level
You can
machine.
put it on
yeah.
layaway, Dean, if you want.
Is layaway
It
still a
is.
thing?
And I don't
It
think
is now with this machine.
I mean,
Pinball layaway.
I mean, I do at my other house. I have a Ninja Turtles arcade 1-up, full or 75% full size. I don't know, cabinet that has the original Ninja Turtles game and Turtles in Time.
Nice.
I think it needs a new motherboard though. I gotta mess around
Yeah, did
with
you
it.
spill a dilly bar on it?
I did. I set down a dilly bar. It was either a dilly bar or a Buster bar or whatever.
Nah, it was a dilly. You're
I
a dilly
think,
dude.
I think it was a dilly dog.
Dilly Dean?
No,
Yeah.
I like Buster bars. I like
Yeah, but you're a dilly
peanut
Dean.
Buster parfaits. And I'm just like, where the hell did I put that thing? And I was like, maybe I ate it. Did I throw it in the garbage because I was cleaning up and doing some stuff? And then I was just like, oh, whatever. And then I went and got another one and I ate it. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there a couple days later, and all of a sudden, my Ninja Turtle game turns on by itself. And I'm like, what the hell? And because because I came home one time and it was on, and I was like, why is it on? But it turned on by itself when I was at home, but the switch was off. And then I looked, and then there was ice cream that had melted all over the top, and so I cleaned it all up.
There's 2 lessons to learn here, Dean.
Always
Always eat your dilly bar.
Yeah,
in
enjoy-
one bite.
yeah,
In
just-
one bite.
It doesn't have to be one bite. It doesn't have to be one bite, and I'm going to do the... It doesn't have to be one bite, but sit down and enjoy your dilly bar. And
Yeah.
2, don't set
put it on a machine.
Yeah, don't
I
set
don't
a
know.
dilly bar
I don't
down
know.
anywhere.
I don't even know why I did. Like,
Right,
I was,
because you didn't sit down and enjoy your dilly bar.
I got
You're too busy.
distracted, and I was doing some stuff,
Just
and
eat your dilly bar.
it melted, and it got inside the machine, and then I thought it just messed up the switch, and it may have.
Shorted.
It may only
we can
mess
take
up
a
the
look
switch.
at it. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
It's easy enough for me to bring here. I
All
can
right,
easily
get it
bring
in
it
the
here.
studio. Let's go.
Because I took it apart, I cleaned it up. It does need a new, like, arcade 1-ups. They bought, you could get, like, these protectors, because when you play it, the little graphics and everything on the...
Yeah, they wear down.
They wear down. So the I don't know why it cracks so freaking easy. Like, you just, like, try to wipe it down with a rag just to clean, and it's like, crack. But it's still in really good shape. I had a Street Fighter one, too, but that one I broke when I fell down the stairs.
yeah.
What, are you carrying it?
No, it was at the bottom of my stairs. Like, my house over there used to be so sweet in the living room, because one side had the Street Fighter 2 game, and it had various versions of Street Fighter 2. Then on the other one, it had Ninja Turtles, and I would just turn them on and let them on the demo mode. So you'd hear, like, over here, you'd hear, like, huh, 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 Yoga Fire! Huh, 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 huh. You know, Hadouken!
You didn't have a,
You know, you'd like, it would
Yeah.
just like be you'd
Talking
hear,
to each other
You'd hear
almost.
fights, and then you'd hear the Ninja Turtle one, and it would just be like,
That's
you know,
awesome, dude.
it'd be like Cowabunga, you know, and they'd be making all the noise. But my favorite was whenever it would like switch to like play the song, so it would play like the original Ninja Turtle song, but then it would play the Turtles in Time song too. And I can't remember. There was like some weird part about that I just loved, but I used to have them both on. And anyways, I was
you fell down the stairs.
I was coming down the steps one day, and I had a little skip in my step, like I had socks on, and I was just like hee hee hee, and I tripped, and when I tripped, it comes down this way, and then it like turns, right? So there's a little flat, and it turns, and I stumbled, and I kind of like tried to catch myself, and when I caught myself, there was just 3 little steps, and I just Jeff Hardy swanton bombed right into the
You
freaking.
buying this, Carl?
I just
And I
want to make
broke
a
it.
clarification. I wasn't laughing that
No,
Dean tripped. I'm just laughing because he went tee hee hee.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to sound like, oh yeah, I love it when Dean falls down.
You sure you didn't have an old girlfriend named Samantha?
No, her name was Ling Ling.
All right.
Jeez.
That's where I was going.
I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Sorry. That's a fun joke. It's not my joke.
It is a fun
It's
joke,
a different
though.
comedian's joke that he does at the thing that it exists.
Are we good on your segment, Stan?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
So that one's
We've had, like, 20
that one's
tangents.
definitely a play right there. Check it out. You can play it. There's many different places to play Iron Maiden. It's not a hard machine to find, but it is a fun machine to find.
I'm going to buy Stan's Ninja Turtle Pinball.
Maybe.
Let me know.
It's gonna
It's
be-
going to go right here.
I'll bring it over and help you set it up.
I think it would be great in my basement.
I think it'd be great in the studio.
Dude, it gets so hot in here, and in the winter, dude.
Yeah, Carl, when we go to use the bathroom before we leave, we can play pinball.
No, only Ben Giles uses the bathroom. I'm just kidding.
Are you going to set it to quarters so we have to pay to play?
Yeah. No,
okay.
No.
That'd be fun.
But that'd be pretty sweet.
So just so you know, there's no point slot in it.
Each machine, like, kind of next to each other. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
2 Ninja Turtle machines.
That would be really cool.
Actually, at my other house, there's a room upstairs that I was called the balcony room that was just off the balcony.
I thought you were going to say I have a room upstairs called upstairs.
It's called the upstairs room. No, Jason and I, my nephew Jason and I, we were literally working on plans to turn it into an arcade. Like, we were going to move the Street Fighter up there. We were going to put Ninja Turtles up there. We were going to put, like, black light reflective carpeting down. We were going to have a nacho machine, a popcorn machine.
Hot dogs?
And try to just fit as much machines in there as we could have, and, like, black lights and stuff.
Candy?
We had it all planned out, and we were kind of starting to, make motions towards it, and then...
what happened?
Life happened.
I had to share my 401k.
Lame.
And then... I don't know.
Lame.
COVID happened.
Lame.
I don't know. We just never got around to it. And then I moved here, and
I'm gonna do it and not even do the mark. Because that's how lame that was.
I think it'd be great to see the Ninja Turtles
and I
next to
do
each other.
feel a little like something that I threw away the Street Fighter one, because I know when I fell into it and the cabinet it cracked and it was all wobbly and stupid, and then the motherboard took a shit, and I was trying to find a new motherboard. Because that was kind of the thing with those arcade 1-up ones, is the motherboards take a shit pretty easy, like the early ones when they first came out.
Okay.
I broke it up, took it apart.
That's too bad, because I think we could have fixed it.
I threw away the cabinet. I don't remember. I don't think I threw away the motherboard. I want to say I sold it to somebody that was going to work on it.
You should have had, like, characters made from the game, like they were breaking out of the machine. Like an art installation piece.
I could have.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But it was... And I was looking for it because I was going to buy another one, but that's the thing with arcade 1-ups is they make them and then they stop.
Limited number, like they do a lot with pinballs too. There's a limited number of machines and then they're done.
Lame.
Kind of want to get the wrestling one, the WrestleFest, or the Star Wars one. The Star Wars one is sweet, but anyways,
I think you need to come play some pinball and decide which Star Wars pinball you like the best, because there's like 4 of them.
Dude, I like the Big Lebowski machine.
Oh, I played that, but they don't have that there.
Oh. I like a lot of pinball. I used to be really good at, like, passing it from one side to the other. Like when you
flip passing.
Yeah, you go. I suck at it now, though. All right, so that was the Hit or Miss Pinball with Stan Dabrowski.
Pinball plays.
Pinball plays. And that's a play. Definitely don't pass on that one.
I thought it was called Pinball Hit or Miss.
Pinball plays. Hit or miss.
Okay, that's it.
You got it, Dean. All right.
That was Move the Mic Stand special segment. Pinball play, hit or miss with Stan Dabrowski.
Now we're going on to my segment, Money Talks with Cash Money Carl.
Now, time for Move the Mic Stand special segment, Money Talks with Cash Money Carl.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Money Talks with Cash Money Carl. I'm Cash Money Carl. Now here's your Money Talks number 2. Emergency funds. Everybody should have an emergency fund, but your real emergency fund is your friend's emergency funds. This has been Money Talks with Cash Money Carl.
Cash Money Carl and Money Talks is not responsible for loss of funds due to the following of his financial wisdoms. Not everybody can be Cash Money Carl as he is him. Do not stop taking his financial advice if you are allergic to the services offered by Money Talks, but nobody is allergic to financial gains, so probably a good idea to follow him on social media, but not in person. Don't make this weird. Other symptoms may include a cash rash, a bulging wallet, being funny, becoming attractive to the opposite sex, becoming attractive to the same sex, becoming needing stitches for the riches, monies for the honeys, wealth for your health, happiness, sad penis, a penis, death, and taxes.
This has been Move the Mic Stand special segment, Money Talks with Cash Money Carl. Get money.
Great segment, guys.
Man,
I love that. I love that you guys don't get to know what it is until
I just listen to your advice and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, where's my $2 million?
Yeah. Well,
or $4 million, or $23,000, or my $9,789 I need for my pinball.
all right. Should we just do our dates and wrap it up for this week?
Oh, well, how deep are we?
Hour 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Okay, so upcoming shows that we've got now for the rest of the month of August. As this episode is airing, I am in Houghton, Michigan, at the Douglas Saloon. I'm doing a featured set. So today, August 13th. And then tomorrow, we got Dean at the Appleton Beer Factory. And then the 15th, Dean is heading up to Duluth, Minnesota for the Dublin Brew Pub. And then Dean again for Oshkosh's Funniest on the 21st for Laughable Productions.
That's going to be a banger show. I can't wait to go to that one.
Where everyone's rooting for Dean. Vote Dean. Even if you're not there, we'll slip your votes in. It's fine. And then we got...
I don't know how you would. They hand them out by paper.
hand it out there.
Hey, really? You're wondering how we could have a counterfeit vote? I know how to print my own money. Come on.
Nope. Dean is going to win it fair and square.
I know, he is.
No, just like at SummerSlam, when Roman Reigns was wrestling against Seth Rollins, and he wanted to do it on his own. He's like, get out of here, bloodline. That's how I am.
All right, gotcha.
Always.
I'll still vote for you. All right, and then...
Well, yeah, you're going to be there,
I know.
right?
And then the next day, I'll be in Duluth for the Twin Ports competition. So I'll be heading up there. You can hide something in town for me to find, or like a treasure hunt or something.
Dude, I leave my cards all over town.
You do that, and I'll find some. You tell me, give me some hints, like a scavenger hunt.
Board games.
Board games, okay.
Washing machines, dryers.
Okay. Fair enough. And then lastly, for the month of August so far, I'm going to be doing the Old Fashioned Bus Tour for Laughable Productions as well on the 29th. So you can get your tickets for all those things and check us out for some shows. Have some fun with us. So hopefully our show that we had at the Vaudette was great, because we don't know, because we haven't actually done it yet.
Yeah. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, we loved it.
It was awesome.
It was the best show in Kaukauna.
We weren't smoked out. And
Yeah.
thank you to the 11 people that were there that were requiring to at least be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
No, I'm just kidding. There'll be a lot of people there. It's a theater.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that's it for us this week. I'm Cash Money Carl.
And I'm Dean Berg.
And I'm Stan Dabrowski.
And we are Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast. It's season 5, baby.
Did you hear the gurgle?
We heard the gurgle.
Okay, the gurgle.
Gurgle.
First time gurgle appeared in a while.
Yeah, is Gurgle going to start us off with a goodbye, or we are all going to have to gurgle? Is that what we're going to do?
I don't know. I just gurgled. No, why don't we just have the episode end with you doing your tongue thing? Stan and I will not look. And instead of a long goodbye, you can just do the tongue thing till you turn the thing off over there.
Okay. Ready? Look away.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stan's looking away.
Bye,
You're kind of looking at me, dude.
No, I'm looking through the window.
Okay.
All right. So. Oh, I hate this.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Jesus.
Let the whole world know season 5 is up and the wild jokes flow. Dean Berg, Cash Money, stand in the zone. King of the North keeps the heat at home. So raise that mic, stand high, let the good times stay. Move the mic, stand forever where the sleigh.
This has been a Tape Deck Media production. Thank you for listening.